Hello students, welcome to a brand new topic. Today in this topic we are going to learn about fillet lap joint on MS plate 12 mm thick in flat position using gas metal arc welding process.
At the end of this topic, you will be able to prepare MS plates as per size 150 mm length, 50 mm width and 12 mm thickness. Set the MS plate in flat position as a lap joint and tack weld. Deposit the fillet weld with proper leg length. Inspect for surface defects on the weld bead. Let us now take a look at the tools required for fabrication of fillet lap joint on an MS plate 12 mm thick in flat position using gas metal arc welding process. Steel rule. Ball peen hammer. Half round file. Tri-square. Tongs. Chipping hammer. Steel wire brush. Personal safety equipment. Key and spanner. Helmet type screen. Angle grinder. Gas regulator with flow meter. CO2 gas heater. Shielding gas hoses. Welding power source. Wire feeders. Supply of electrode wire. Welding gun. Shielding gas cylinder. We will now examine the pre-welding preparations for the fillet lap joint on an MS plate 12 mm thick in flat position. Wear protective clothing. Cut the MS plate 150 mm by 50 mm by 12 mm as per drawing. Square the plate's edges by grinding and filing them. MS plates should be deburred and cleaned. Set the lap as per specification. Wear protective clothing. Set the torch in the right position. Set the current to 90 to 100 amps. Feeding rate of the corresponding wire 3 to 4 meter per minute. Set arc voltage as per manufacturer specification. Use 1.2 mm dia copper coated mild steel filler CCMS wire. On the welding table, tack weld both ends of the lap joint. Go through the welding process for fabrication of fillet lap joint on an MS plate 12 mm thick in flat position. Keep the tack welded job in flat position on a welding table. The gun is held at an angle perpendicular to the joint of 5 to 15 degrees forward to the direction of travel. Deposit the root run using dip transfer mode. Use stringer bead welding technique. Deposit the second run. The torch movement at the edge of the top sheet of the lap joint should be regulated to avoid melting the edge. When the torch reaches the bottom toe of the weld, it must be delayed for a short length of time so that the undercut, if it develops at the toe, is correctly filled with filler metal. Deposit the third run. Maintain a uniform travel speed for the torch to get the required bead reinforcement, height and appearance. Use the anti-spatter spray as and when the torch nozzle gets clogged with weld spatters. Clean the bead with a steel wire brush. Inspect the welded joint for any surface defects. There are some important points to be followed for a fillet lap joint on an MS plate 12 mm thick in flat position using gas metal arc welding process. Use the anti-spatter spray as and when the torch nozzle gets clogged with weld spatters. Note that if this is not done, the wire feed may be irregular, causing an unstabilized arc, and the CO2 gas flow will not be uniform, causing atmospheric contamination of the weld and porosity. Ensure the edge of the plate A at the toe of the weld is not melted off due to the excessive weaving. Ensure there is no undercut at the other toe of the lap weld. Let us inspect the lap joint now. Edge plates melted off. Excessive reinforcement. Undercut. Porosity. Uneven bead width. Blowholes.
Let us do a quick recap of what we have learned in this topic. Fillet lap joint on MS plate 12 mm thick in flat position using gas metal arc welding process. Prepare the MS plates as per size 150 mm length, 50 mm width and 12 mm thickness. Tack weld. Weld the MS plate in a flat position as a lap joint. Place the fillet weld with the proper leg length. Inspect for surface defects on the weld bead. Thank you, students. Let us now meet in the next session.